Putra, that I think what just Samula just said. So not the commentary, is the root text, Heart Sutra. Yeah. Somebody you can read. Yeah.
How should any son of the lineage train who wishes to practice the activity of profound perfection of wisdom? I think it's
So
the power to the power.
oh, through the power, yeah, through the power.
Buddha Shariputra asked this of the
Yeah. What happened, Lamla? Oh, you try to remember heart. So yeah. Yeah.
Then through the power of Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said this to the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara.
Oh, yeah. So
how should any son of the lineage train who wishes to practice the activity of the profound perfection of wisdom?
yeah, that is the questions. So now can you read so that make sure that everything that you understand. Can you read it slowly?
Page 77 in the Gold Prayer Book. Then through the power of Buddha, the Venerable
Here the power, meaning the Buddha is in very deep meditative concentrations, generate the power. That's like the Q&A is happening due to the Buddha's power generated by deep concentrations. So that's why they, through the powers of Buddha, Sanjay
Then through the power of Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said this to the Bodhisattva.
now see, Bodhisattva, you all know Bodhisattva. So that's on the So I will explain the meaning of the body, meaning of body. Purifying all the negativities. Then like as possess all the qualities. That's the one kind of definition of body. The bodhisattva. Now meaning of body. Somebody asked, what body mean? Body means someone who purifies the chunks. Mainly purify, probably here, purify negativity that causes by self-centric mind, purify that. Then Yunde means like the knowledge, like fill mind filled with knowledge. In this case, probably knowledge how to develop knowledge of bodhicitta, so the bodhisattva did, 6 perfections, all of that. There's the one kind of definition of body. Okay, there's one kind of definition of body. Makes sense, no? So there's another one. So now sattva. What is the definition of what is the meaning of sattva? Sattva, like thinking about the well-being of other sentient beings. So then, you could say action of defeating, like as very brave when it comes down on defeating like evil deed. Could mean many things. Doesn't mean like does not mean like spirit. It doesn't only means spirit. Harmful spirit doesn't mean like that. Could mean afflictions. Could be afflictions too. Here, evil deed doesn't mean only like deed that caused by evil spirit. It's not like that. Evil deed refers to include afflictions, such as anger, jealous, all of that. Then, of course, also include harmful spirit, also has been included there. So, someone who think about the well-being of other sentient beings and very brave to defeat evil deeds. Evil deeds. That is the definition of sattva. So that's what sattva means. So now, what is bodhi means? Bodhi means someone who purifies negativities caused by self-centric attitude and possess all the knowledge about how to practice bodhisattva deed and bodhicitta. There's the meaning of body, meaning of body. Sattva, someone who thinks about the well-being of other sentient beings and like very brave when it comes down on defeating evil deed. So that's the definition of bodhisattva. Okay. There's that Jeju symbol. So now there's another definition, not definition, there's another explanation, of body. The one that I already explained, the another explanation of body, one who has one who's very familiar with true truth, conventional truth and ultimate truth. And who understands true truth very well, somebody who has trained, educating, training into true truth again and again, and one who understood true truth. There's one way of second definition of body, what body means. That you could explain like in that way, also explaining meaning of body, that's also fine. So then thinking about the meaning of true truth, that can be meaning of sattva here. Sattva, first one, studying like reading, thinking, the reading, like the Chang is how one can train into true truth. A couple of ways. You can read, you can hear somebody explain, you listen them very carefully, you read, and then you think again and again what you read. So that's the second one is the second definition of sattva. Okay, bodhisattva. So that's, I think, good to remember that. So next time somebody asks, what is the meaning of bodhi? So you can explain to them bodhisattva. Then it's someone who has bodhicitta. So then they want to watch the lot of two children, Jawan and the Tejo and the Shubado. The Tish, Sembashi of the Jews. Then they know these are all explained in the sutra, in sutras. That's why then the Lama was quoting the sutra. So Sembashi Mochin, just Sembashi Mochin. Then can you read one more time that we need to go slowly, okay? So you need to read to make sure you understand. Can you read again?
Then through the power of Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said this to the Bodhisattva.
So now you understand Bodhisattva. Then
Mahasattva.
So we are not saying the Heart Sutra before the class, so that's why I'm also start forgetting heart sutra. So not able to remember by heart now. Even this now. What the? Digadaga tubatuşta cümle cemiyor. Digadaga tubatuşta cümle cemiyor. Tise cümle de samunna başlayacak. One second over. Sabachim Papa watches only for the Shimba, somebody on the Shimba. What that is then Mahasata was changes in Sabachimpus. Whether this is changes someone now, she should the thing is young, this is changes in Sabachim. Can you read more, one more, please?
Then, through the power of Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said this to the Bodhisattva Mahasapa.
Then maybe someone also should read, if you are like finding the commentaries. Commentary. Commentary by Tendal Haramba. So I think the Linda, so that's why the Linda is the one who's reading. Let's go. So the T is okay. Now looks like it's kind of hard. Yeah, so I'm trying to work with the Catherine, but I got sick. So usually Catherine comes in trying to explain. Catherine knows Tibetan. So then that I got sick. So then don't want her to get sick. So that's why she come.
So in the commentary, it says,
So now, like, I'm going to read this, the Heart Sutra again, one more time.
Then, through the power of Buddha,
And then this says, let's go on. This is Jumdi de Samuna, Nyambash, Yang, the Changes, Yang, this changes of some portion, some Tuma, Chabani. So Lingxi here, that's what's happening. Lingxi, there's like introductions. There's like common introduction, uncommon introductions. There's two of them. So when you read the commentaries, you probably see this word. So different between common introduction, uncommon introduction. Common introduction, that means all the sutra has these introductions. Uncommon introduction, the Heart Sutra has, no other sutra has. That's why it's called uncommon introductions. If you see this word in the commentary, that's what it means, introduction. This so now Alhamdulillah probably need to read again, so probably till we get it right. Again, please repeat.
Then,
That's, huh? Yeah, say, yeah.
then through the power of Buddha,
Yeah,
Shari-
then like the word then like this changes some person projects or just some then it's kind of like it's indicating the time that then the very beginning. What is, can you read the then? What it says then? Yeah, no, just that.
then
Then
through the power of Buddha.
yeah, then there's a chum did some huh? Oh, that's what that's explained in the commentary. Oh, that's good. No. So maybe like can you hear? Can you hear online? Can you hear other people? You can, huh? Can you hear when they read? Can you hear? Huh? Yeah. Can you hear Venerable Hamo? Can you hear? On Zoom, yeah. Alhamdulillah, read the commentary. Yeah. Catherine, you have commentary? Yeah, Catherine has better one. But I think Catherine has the yeah. She yeah, Catherine has the better one. Yeah. Yeah, Catherine will share slow. She has much clear one. So unfortunately, the computer didn't come with her. So yeah, 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 yeah. Now need to read. Then please listen. So then, yeah,
Then,
you can hear Lamula, right? You can hear Lamula. Okay.
then means after Avalokiteshvara had been empowered by the Tathagata to fully understand the meaning of what was to be explained.
Oh, yeah. Then continue. Lamula, continue read.
And then venerable, he's
Oh.
explaining venerable.
Yeah.
Oh, then by the power of the Buddha, to who wishes to practice the profound perfection of wisdom. Then means after Avalokiteshvara has been empowered by the Tathagata to fully understand the meaning of what was to be explained. Venerable is the term which is generally famous for addressing those junior, but if this term is a term that occurs in the context of the compilation of the word of the Buddha, it is not correct that Shariputra was junior in training to the compiler, Ananda. Therefore, it is spoken with the special meaning of one endowed with a life that has abandoned the afflictions and that is free from birth and death by actions and afflictions.
It's explaining the meaning of the venerables. So there's nothing much to explain there. You understand that, isn't it?
And regarding Shariputra, a child who was an emanation of the Bodhisattva Sarvani Varanashvikambin, was born from the union of his mother, Sharika, who had eyes like a Sharika bird that lives in the reed or Nalandra forest, and his father, Tisha. His name taken from his father was Upatisha, and his name taken from his mother was Shariputra. Because he was of the Sharadbati family, he is also called Sharibati Putra. And then son of and daughter of good lineage means those who have the Mahayana lineage.
So there you understand there's nothing much to explain. Please continue to read. That's good commentary. Isn't it? There's commentary by Tendal Haramba. Yeah, maybe we better to, Julie said, maybe we better to recite the Heart Sutra. Yeah, something happened here too. So, yeah,
And
maybe something happened there. I'm not sure what's happened. Oh, yeah. So then, so this commentary is not by comment by like Tendal Haramba. So then I think like we are reading different commentary. I'm reading something. Huh? Oh. So George Lopez is from like California. Oh, yeah. David. Yeah, God, they maybe. So maybe we should call that the this go maybe I think the best thing is to go all the way. I think what we should do probably is getting kind of like, so this, you think this commentary is good? Catherine, you think this commentary is good? It is clean or clean? So, mm. So how was about reading from the very beginning, need to go all the way to the very beginning, the commentaries. 100 page? Why we skip the 100 page? How come there's 100 page? There's in Tibetan there's no 100 page. Oh. No, like can you just not read the Q&A, just read the commentaries? No. Probably Julie, that's the probably best thing to do. Start from the beginning. So then maybe hard to last time the huh? Catherine, you can read. You can read. You can please sit somewhere there that can read. Yeah. So you're on like exact the same spot that we are reading. Oh, yeah, from like. So you are reading. You are going to read the commentary, right? Okay, a commentary. Just 1 second. 1 second. Oh. Mm. Just 1 second. Okay. Mm. 준비된 소문은. 음. 음. Can you start with like Catherine? Can you start with like common introductions? There's like common introductions. You see, there's common introductions. Yeah. Mm. Oh. Catherine, one does here. From we can start from there. One does here. One does here. Like the very first. One does here. Like. We are all purifying obstacles to understand emptiness. It is something good things happening. Don't worry. Oh, that's common and uncommon. Yeah. 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 Uh, yeah. Yeah.
All right,
Oh, very good. Yeah.
okay. All right, a discussion on the prologue that produces the sutra. With respect to the first, okay, so we have two sections. We have a discussion of the prologue that produces the sutra and a discussion of the actual sutra produced from that.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, very good.
So with respect to the first, the common prologue is from "Thus did I hear at one time" to "Great Assembly of Bodhisattvas." The purpose of the prologue is to have the listeners understand that the compiler listened without adding anything or subtracting anything so that they can pay careful attention to him. According to the master Haripatra, at one time means that by the blessings of the Buddha, all the words of this sutra were heard by Ananda in one instant. He said,
So Ananda is like Buddha's attendant, Buddha's personal attendant. Ananda.
he says in his Abhisamaya Lam
Yeah.
Kara
Y-
Ga,
Yeah. Abhi samay alam kara namakaraka. The genounce, this go. The genounce. So this text is composed by Maitreya Buddha. Maitreya Buddha composed 5 texts. Arya Asanga went, it took like 50 years of human life, but it took only one morning of the slave. Then the Tushita realm is just one morning, like equivalent of 50 years of human life. Asanga went there to receive this 5 set of teaching that's composed by Maitreya Buddha. And this is, Abhisamaya Alamkara. There's one, there's another one. So this is for the sake of knowledge. This text was composed by Maitreya Buddha. Okay, the 5 set of texts. This is one of them. Okay, the next. Yeah, okay, that's good.
so,
Called Jenang. Yeah.
so he says, because an ear consciousness to which the entire meaning of the sutra arose in one instant. The master Bhava Viveka
Very good. Yeah.
asserts that because the perfection of wisdom sutras are not within the sphere of Shravakas, their compiler is Vajrapani.
Shavaka. So there's like the can you hear? Yeah, Shavaka means Theravada practitioner. You can hear it. Got it. Huh?
Can everyone hear Geshe?
Can you hear? They cannot hear. Julie, can you hear? They cannot hear.
It's mixed. Sometimes,
Yeah.
yes,
Now it's finished. It's Catherine. They couldn't hear. Now, Catherine, they couldn't hear.
Ah,
They couldn't hear.
okay, I'll read that part of it again. Okay.
Catherine, they couldn't hear.
They couldn't.
Huh?
I can put it on the screen, though. I've just found where we are. And I
And
can
the
share it
people
on-
who are watching from Zoom couldn't hear. Oh,
we could hear some of it.
Yours.
Julie, can you hear?
Some of it.
Oh, yes, we can hear you. So you cannot hear us.
I can hear you now. And
You
I
can
heard
hear?
most of what Catherine read.
Okay, everyone can
But
hear.
then-
Now you can hear. Can you hear? Oh, very good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go one second. So need to follow. So otherwise, yeah. Thank you.
Haribhadra asserts that although Ananda was not capable of doing so himself, he compiled the sutras through the blessing of the Buddha. Therefore, is the compiler of the perfection of wisdom sutras.
They're very good. There's nothing to explain. Very good.
Although such things should be explained, an explanation would be too lengthy. The reason for saying both Rajagriha and Vulture Peak is for the sake of indicating the combination of the 2 places for laymen and those who have gone forth from the world, with the former being the best among places in the afflicted class, and the latter being the best of places among the pure class. With regard to Rajgriha, the residence of the king, there was a famous place in the city of Kushingara that became uninhabitable due to being repeatedly burned down by non-humans.
You remember that some of you probably remember visiting that Suzy. You remember? Yeah,
Which is
Kushinagar. Kushinagar, there's a called Tacho Tong. Tacho Tong, it has like a lot of like grass, very rich with kind of green, lot of best grass in that town. So that's called like the town name of the town is called Best Grass. Tacho Tong, Kushinagar. Didn't it? Yeah. Sorry, Catherine, there's a lot of the interruptions.
so the people who,
Huh?
or the people who got the, the link from Jill, were on page 11 in the section that says a discussion of the prologue that produces the sutra, and I'm now in the second paragraph of that section.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, where was it? Non-humans. Okay. The king ordered that henceforth those whose homes burned down must build their homes in the charnel ground of Sitavana and remain there. At that time, by the power of karma, king's palace was the first to be lost in a fire. The king then went there and made his abode. That is how it got the name residence of the king.
Raj means king, Gir. It's like residence or area. Huh?
And this is explained in the Shalistamba Sutra.
Salu Jangbedo. Salu, there's like sprout. There's like sutra with sprout or something. That's how they translate in English. Sutra, fresh sprout. Sprout, sprout? Sprout, yeah. Salu Jangbedo. Didn't it?
Regarding monk, the actuality of monkhood can be attained by any of the 10 ways of receiving ordination. In this context, it refers to an arhat. As Shantideva says in the Bodhicharyavatara, monkhood is the root of the teaching, but even monkhood is difficult.
Yeah, Bodhicharya avatars guide Buddha's way of life. That's yeah.
The Sangha is a gathering of 4 or more monks. The etymology of is that which has the aspiration not to be separated by demons from the teacher Buddha, the teaching of the excellent doctrine, and friends who practice purity.
So if you don't understand, then say, then I will explain. Otherwise, the Catherine will continue. Yeah. So.
Chandakirti's 70 stanzas on refuge says, because they cannot be separated from the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha by billions of demons, it is clearly called Sangha. Regarding the word great, it is explained many times in the Indian commentaries that it means a large number. Bodhisattva is explained many times in such texts as Vairocana Bisambodhi.
Very good. Very good, yeah.
Gosh. And the
So now here, the last time we struggled Geshe, now it turns out it's like etymology. Etymology, of like
where the word comes.
yeah, the leg bone. So that's like etymology. It's like indicate lotus. So you call lotus. Sometimes you call leg bone. So that is how you say etymology? Etymology. That's etymology. It's like leg bone because it was bone from the leg. That's why it's called leg bone. It doesn't refer to all the flowers. It only refers to lotus. Sometimes you just don't see lotus. You see leg bone. It means lotus. Yeah. Leg bone, bone from the leg. Leg. Yeah. Then now the Geshe. So I think last time we all struggled on trying to figure it out. There's now how you pronounce
Etymology.
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 Etymology. Yeah. So that's hard. Next lab I will learn. Yeah. So, yeah. Please continue.
Okay.
So
Text as a Vairochana Isambodhi and the Sancha Yagata Prajnaparamita Sutra. The simple etymology is that because they have purified all faults and accomplished all good qualities, they are Bodhi.
okay, now that I will explain. So now Catherine is reading again. Okay, that's very good. Oh, yeah, continue, please, Catherine.
They are Bodhi, and because they contemplate the welfare of all transmigrators and have annihilated demons, they are Sattva.
Okay, very good. Oh, very good. Please continue.
Or because they have studied the two truths again and again and have arrived at the meaning of them, they are called Bodhi. And because they have endured hardship in contemplating the two truths again and again, they are called Sattva.
Very good. Yeah.
Regarding great, the Sanjaya Yagata Prajnaparamita Sutra says, those who abide in the supreme Mahayana of the conqueror have great giving, great awareness, and great power. They wear great armor and have tamed the deceiving demons. Therefore, they are called Mahasattvas.
See, so these are also important to remember. Okay, so that's very good. So you understand everything right here? When when you read, if we need to explain, so then we can stop. So otherwise, Catherine will continue to read. No, let's go. Tongwache means like when it's come down to giving, they are like can you what it says, Catherine, is in English?
The next part?
The part you just read. Great, like
Yeah, those who abide in the supreme Mahayana of the conqueror have great giving.
yeah, great
awareness,
giving. So now here, great giving. You know, so like they give, like if someone wants eye, they just give them their eye. So like if someone, you know, so like there's like a famous king, you know, Bodhisattva did, you know, like one of the Buddha's spirit lives. Some of you already visited Namu Buddha in Nepal. What happened? The prince offer the body to the mother tiger. You know, so that's why it's called like what is it called, giving?
Giving, great giving.
Yeah, great giving. That's what it means, great giving. So then, great giving, then
Great awareness.
great awareness. Great awareness refers to bodhicitta. No, refers to bodhicitta. Then, yeah,
And great power.
great power. The same thing. Great awareness, great power. This all refers to bodhicitta. Bodhicitta. Then please continue.
Okay. Together, sartam means behavior or activity and means concordant.
Mhm.
In brief, it means that the audience was of concordant activity. Abide has four meanings: abide in physical posture, abide in teaching the doctrine, abide in samadhi,
Mhm.
and abide in correctly residing within.
Very good, wonderful. So do you understand that? Huh? Oh, yeah. Then,
This is a case of abiding in a physical posture. Okay, so that was the common prologue.
right, it's finished. It's finished, right?
Yeah.
Common prologue or like introductions is now finished. This is now uncommon.
Yeah.
Why
So-
it's called uncommon? Because Heart Sutra has no other sutra has this. That's why I call uncommon, unique. Because of unique or uncommon.
Okay,
With other sutra, that does not have this prolong. Only the Heart Sutra has this prolong. Therefore, it's called uncommon. And then
The unique prologue is, at that time, the transcendent victor was absorbed in a samadhi on the categories of phenomena called perception of the profound. Also at the time, the bodhisattva, the mahasattva, the superior Avalokiteshvara was contemplating the meaning of the profound perfection of wisdom and saw that those five aggregates also are empty of inherent existence. The difference between the common and the unique prologue is that the common is shared with other sutras, whereas the unique prologue is found in this sutra and not in others.
So this all, then,
At that time means at the time of teaching the doctrine when the roots of virtue of the audience had ripened.
so that means like see for like Lama Naropa following Telopa and like went through like how many like 13 or 16 hardship and never get given him even one word of teachings. Then in the very last, so now so mind is completely ripened or like what's called Catherine there? Virtues, what's called?
The roots of virtue of the audience had ripened.
Yeah, same thing. Root of virtues of ripening, or the mind is ripening now, just something small. No, so now meaning is ready now. It's ready. Before it's not ready. Now it's ready. Oh, yeah. Then
Regarding the profound of perception of the profound, it is that which is difficult to appear to the mind. For example, it is not difficult to perceive the reflection of sun or moon in a lake, but it is difficult for the limits of space to appear on the surface of the lake.
Mm.
In the same way, it is
it
easy.
makes sense. Yeah. Can you read, please, Catherine?
Yeah.
Profound. What's
We need to read that again.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Regarding the profound
Mhm.
of perception of the profound, it is that which is difficult to appear to the mind.
Yeah, that's true because it's a shunyata. It's not that easy, isn't it?
For example, it is not difficult to perceive the reflection of sun or moon in a lake,
Yeah, that's right. You can easily see, isn't it?
but it is difficult for the limits of space to appear on the surface of a lake.
Yeah, so like age of the space, you can see because space is much bigger than lake. So you can you are not going to see the edge of the space in the lake like reflection like moon or like sun. Like make sense? Oh yeah, so that's the meaning of like profound. It's explained term profound, isn't it? Yeah,
In the same way, it is easy to perceive the conventional, but it is difficult to perceive the ultimate.
conventional here, we can see all these are all conventional. We can see ultimate, the true nature. And that's like ultimate truth. Conventional truth, yeah, it's a relative. You see conventional truth, but ultimate truth, no, so it's not then, yeah.
Perception means the wisdom that understands something so profound. The categories of phenomena are the aggregates, constituents, sources, and so forth.
Mhm.
Also at that time is a term of emphasis meaning at that very time at which the disciples' continua were ripe.
Mhm.
Regarding the superior Avalokiteshvara, he who has risen far above the level of common beings has the power to free from suffering all sentient beings who can be seen by his eyes.
So now it's like explaining the word ongchuk, yeah, then the Papa Chere say ongchuk, so ongchuk, what's ongchuk? So now that's the explanation of the word ongchuk.
The practice of the profound means the observation of emptiness.
Mm.
Observing it means contemplating it. The word also in the phrase, these five aggregates also, means that he saw not only the aggregates, but also the sources and constituents to be empty of inherent existence.
There is mm, that's altogether, there's 18 constituents, there's 18 of them. 20, first, the faculties, like six senses, faculties, then the consciousness. There's 6 times 3, 20. There's 18 of them. So it's not just like the aggregate. Also 18 of them also is also empty, not just only the aggregate. So now that also included those others, 18 constituents. So I will explain that later. So it's not that difficult. Okay, so then
Okay, and then it says the ba prefix on tao was added by the scribe and is not correct.
그래, the 분봉 다나 시비 양게 전에 분봉 맛에 전제도 칼라라시 동바때 되는데 들라 따워시 저 이게 맞다 이게 부는 맞다 거서 that was yeah. So then there's nothing much to explain. So that's just pointing out the mistake in the writing. Now, then now actual sutra, right? Yeah. Yeah, please.
Okay.
Very good.
So now we're on the section 2, a discussion of the actual sutra produced from that.
Okay, actual sutra, now the heart sutra.
With
Before
regard-
everything that Catherine read is like common prolong, uncommon prolong, this is all been read. So there's a little bit history of why it's called Rajgir, all of that is kind of like now this is actual sutra, heart sutra.
With regard to the second, which is the second part, the meaning of the actual sutra, there are 3 parts.
Mhm.
1, how Shariputra asked his question. 2, how Avalokiteshvara answered. And 3, how that was admired by the teacher.
Okay, so that's how I began the class tonight, but then we went back. So now all good, now all very good. Yeah, so now Catherine will remember next Wednesday, she will remember where we stopped. Yeah. Did it?
Okay. 1, how Shariputra asked his question. The first is from, then by the power of the Buddha, to who wishes to practice the profound perfection of wisdom. Then means after Avalokiteshvara had been empowered by the Tathagata to fully understand the meaning of what was to be explained. Venerable is a term which is generally famous for addressing those junior, but if this term is a term that occurs in the context of the compilation of the word of the Buddha, it is not correct that Shariputra was junior in training to the compiler Ananda. Therefore, it is spoken with the special meaning of one endowed with a life that has abandoned the afflictions and that is free from birth and death by actions and afflictions.
So this is not much important. Understand? Yeah, please continue.
Regarding Shariputra, a child who was an emanation of the Bodhisattva, Sarvanivara Viska. I can't
Yeah,
read this.
that's okay.
Yes.
Okay, then. That's just that not need to worry. Then.
Yeah, that's Bodhisattva with a really long name.
Hmm.
Was born from the union of his mother, Sharika, who had eyes like a Sharika bird that lives in the reed or Nalanda forests, and his father, Tisha. His name taken from his father was Upatisha, and his name taken from his mother was Shariputra. Because he was of the Shardvati family, he is also called Shardvati Putra. Son and daughter of good lineage means those who have the Mahayana lineage. Purpose of saying son and daughter is that only those who are male and female can create all the good qualities of the path and the realizations. Eunuchs and impotent people cannot. Therefore, it is said, in order to exclude them, whosoever.
So this is a little bit complicated. Like, these are talking about, like Partimosha vows. So like these are the obstacles to receive Partimosha vows, obstacles. there's a risk that organ may change before you turn 20. There's risk before 20s. After that, there's not much risk. Before 20, people there like organ change. They change. So the Padimosha vow is for female or male. There's no between. And also like how to say, when it's come down on mental as stable, or mentally stable, unstable. But between, generally speaking, not every one of them, generally speaking, their mind is usually not very stable. Stable, not very stable. Therefore, keeping vow do require stable mind. So that's what it means. That doesn't mean they don't possess Buddha nature, so should not misunderstand. That doesn't mean they have no chance to become enlightened. It's not like that. So this here, the Padimosha vows, like that's like does require stable mind, and their mind, like very unstable. So therefore, not they are like obstacles to receive Padimosha vows for the sake of knowledge. Okay, don't think like they have no Buddha nature, they have no chance to become Buddhas. There's no to even the end has no Buddha nature. Yeah, Captain, please continue.
Whosoever means distinctions are not made. That is, anyone who does not fear emptiness and has interests is suitable.
So that means suitable for teaching of emptiness or Heart Sutra. You can hear Heart Sutra. And well, can you repeat that word one more time, Catherine? Repeat. Yeah.
Whosoever means distinctions are not made. That is, anyone who does not fear emptiness and has interest is.
So not fear emptiness. So you may think, oh, why you fear emptiness? Yeah. As I mentioned before, Tibet, so they put a needle in their hair, they put needle. So that means someone who's doing like seriously meditating, not just sitting there and like seriously meditating means very much focus, either like following Guide to Buddhist Way of Life, chapter, wisdom chapter, there's the guided meditations, or like a sutra, like King of Samadhi, there's also sutra, they also explain emptiness, or whatever emptiness text that you follow. So basically, so like, it's like onion. The self is like, it's like onion. There's many layers that you put up year after year, year after year, year after year. After that, when you finish, there's so much layers put up. So now, basically, all you see is like layer after layer. You don't really see how it's begin. It doesn't begin with all these layers. So when you're trying to peel the layers one by one, yeah, there is the reason why you feel that you don't exist. That basically that you may there's risk that you may fall into nihilism, nothing exists. So that's why when they reach to that point, not just intellectually, with the experience, they do feel fear. So then they just touch. When they touch, they grab, so the needle pins them. So then they feel, okay, I'm still here. Disappear. No, that's like, because like everything that you are so familiar, now it's like that you're going step by step, you're not seeing any of them, just peeling, and just peeling, you're going deeper and deeper. And at the end, there's none of them there. It's just then just mere self. So then that's the reason why people do get fearful, okay? for the second. No, yeah, I think Catherine, yeah, no.
With respect to how should one train who wishes to practice the profound, that which is the profound practice of the perfection of wisdom is the practice of the meaning of the perfection of wisdom. He asks how those who wish to act, that is, who wish to practice, should practice. The occurrence of the phrase choa chepardupa, I don't know.
Choba, yeah.
Yeah.
Choba, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Choba did. Choba means like want to engage or want to practice or like that.
Chopa chepardupa.
No.
In the majority of texts these days is incorrect. It should say
Yeah.
chepa chopar do.
Yeah, that's only yeah, so that's it's not important. It's not important because there's like only the Tibetan letters stack. There was something that looks like mustache. Goes like this, like bird. Looks like the narrow. One has narrow, one doesn't have narrow. One which has narrow is like incorrect. One one without narrow, that's the correct one. One with narrow is incorrect. But they both sound same thing. Choba. This both sounds like same, but you can distinguish which is correct, which is incorrect by pronunciations. You can only distinguish which is correct, which is incorrect by looking at the letters. So one has like top of the letter like has mustache, another one doesn't have mustache. Which one doesn't have mustache? That's not correct. But both sound the same thing. Yeah, not important. Yeah, so then not important. It's, of course, should not say not important. It's important, but not here. Yeah. Isn't it?
Because chepa and chopa refer to the object of achievement and the
Yeah.
means of achievement, or to the object of practice and the practitioner.
Yeah.
Vimala Mitra says in his vast commentary, in some editions it says, those who wish to practice. This means that there is no difference between do and achieve.
Yeah. So then this is not important for us. Isn't it?
The master Prasha Strasena says in his commentary, the practitioner is the person, the bodhisattva. The practice is the doctrine, the perfection of wisdom.
So now see, that's why there's a lot of debate in the monastery. You don't easily accept. You debate. Even there's some mistake. This is small mistake, but then you try to get to the bottom of that. So then the debate is finished. You know, yeah. And then,
Okay, so now we're in the second part.
yeah.
How Avalokiteshvara answered.
Mhm.
Regarding the second, how Avalokiteshvara answered, the short answer is from in the text, Avalokiteshvara said this should view things in this way, to they should correctly view those five aggregates also as empty of inherent existence. The extensive answer is from form is emptiness up to when Buddha says, well done.
Yeah.
Because the individual words are easy to understand, they do not need to be explained. The word also in those five aggregates also indicates that not only is the I empty of inherent existence, but the mine also is empty of inherent existence.
Mind,
Like possessive.
yeah, mind, no. So
The-
mind here refers to body, possessions, culture, house, everything else. There's a mind, the self, and this I, isn't it?
Thus, it indicates the stages of understanding of the two selflessnesses of persons and phenomena. Empty of inherent existence means empty from its own side. Therefore, it means that phenomena are not established objectively or from the side of the object.
Yeah, so this is not like, it's kind of like easy to say, but when you think like, so need to, with experience and of course with the understanding, need to able to say, absence and present. Absence and present. Same thing. Existence and absence is the same thing. But right now, don't understand like how that can be same. It's totally different, but it's not different. Nang tong nang appearances, existence, appearances, interdependence, whatever you can call appearances, existence, the interdependence, it's pretty much same thing. Tong means absence. Thing doesn't exist the way it appears, way we perceive. Thing doesn't exist the way we perceive. These are very like it's the same coin. It's the same coin. It's the same coin. Like absence, present is the same thing. Right now, can't really think. Yeah, you can just intellectually say. I keep saying like, oh, this doesn't exist from its own side. That's what I'm saying here. It doesn't exist from its own side. So then what it really means, it doesn't exist from its own side, then how it exists? How it exists? Now questions, when somebody say, oh, this doesn't exist from its own side, then how it exists? Eventually it boils down on merely level. That's what it boils down to, merely level. It's merely called prayer will. That is no different than prayer. That is prayer will. Yeah, whenever we think about I, like how you perceive yourself, how we present ourselves, how we introduce ourselves. Now we don't take time, we don't think. It's become like so normal. Everybody just, oh hello, oh, how are you? My name is then you probably think that you're introducing, presenting yourself. Then some other person doing the same thing, and nobody asks question. So, then Dong Dong, empty, Dong empty. Tenjung interdependent, Dong da Tenjung empty, absence empty, interdependent. These are synonym. Make sense? Synonym. But you know, like how that can be empty and interdependent cannot be synonym. Because interdependent means something that exists. Empty means it's like opposite of that. The moment we see empty and interdependent are synonym, so then we kind of like test what is like shunyata a little bit. So other than so can you repeat, Kat? Then we'll stop. Can you repeat this word again?
Therefore, it means that phenomena are not,
Yeah.
right? Phenomena are not established objectively or from the side of the object.
So just when you read, just think about it. Just look at something. Look at yourself. Look at something. Doesn't make sense at all. What it means, like, doesn't exist from its own side. Doesn't exist. You are not able to say it doesn't exist from its own side because it's dependent, interdependent. Interdependent means no different than not existing from its own side. not existing from its own side mean interdependent. Interdependent mean thing doesn't exist from its own side. It means same thing. It means same thing. But different way of saying it means same thing. Thing does not exist from its own side because it's interdependent. Interdependent. It is empty because it's interdependent. It doesn't exist from its own side because it's interdependent. Interdependent. So, like that. Nang tong. Nang le tongpa chebar does. It sounds like the another text. Nang le tongpa chebar. Nang le tongpa chebar. It sounds like absence because of appearances. It sounds like that. Absence. Prayer doesn't exist from its own side because it appears, therefore it doesn't exist from its own side. If it exists from its own side, it will not appear. It will not appear. Something like that. No, don't. So, but that need to think. There's something that need to think again. And require a lot of thinking, meaning a lot of meditations. It's not that one time, it's not going to make much difference. Thinking again, the way to go deeper. Then, some motivating.
For example, when a house appears in a dream, it does not appear from the side of a basis appearing toward the subject, but rather is projected out from the side of the perceiving consciousness.
Yeah, so will that help? This example supposed to help. No, pena milam to kamba na wana, nashing in the tsuna ma inches. So let's just say elephant. Of course, house. You are in the house. It's not something you are dreaming about, something that doesn't exist. How is about elephant? Seeing, dreaming, elephant in your room. First of all, physically, your room is not able to hold elephant. Elephant is much bigger than your room. Doesn't make sense. So now they dream. Elephant in your room, they dream. There's no base. There is no elephant. First of all, there's a house, but there's no elephant. On top of that, there's no elephant in your room. There's no elephant. So that to the dream. Is this exactly happening when we are awake? Is this possible to is this possible to treat everything like dream and everything is nothing very serious? It's like more like illusion, like dream. It's not real. Like Duma illusion, like a dream. Chinachanam, Duma Melantas. Chinachanam, internal, external phenomena, they are like illusion, like dream, exactly like the reflection of the moon in the clear lake. It looks exactly like moon, but it's not moon. It's the reflections. So are we fooling by our reflections of our consciousness? That's what's happening. Like that. Chinachana, Jumamina tells the Nayans. It looks exactly like moon, but it's not moon. It's called reflections. Is this same thing happening? This is like, are we seeing everything like reflection of the moon in clear light? Are we fooling ourselves, believing there's moon? It's not moon. Actually, some animals, so like we humans a little bit better. When you put the big mirror in front of the animals, how they react. Now you can look at YouTube, they see tiger, all of how they react. So they really believe that they are kind of fooled by their reflections. They are you can clearly see they are very angry and become very aggressive, like lion. Is this happening in our life or not? So this need to be analyzed. Okay, so okay, we'll stop here. So now, thank you very much, Catherine. So please continue. So next Wednesday, hopefully I can meet with Catherine. Thank you very much. So really, next time before come to class, purify all the environment. We recite Heart Sutra. Next Wednesday, we recite Heart Sutra first. Okay, next Wednesday, we recite Heart Sutra. Okay, thank you very much for your patience. Yeah.
Okay, in the Gold Prayer Book, please turn to the yellow tab, page 235, and we'll recite the prayers at the end of the teaching. Gewadin dog lama sange
Domyo
de rowa
Chenyamane
ka Parshog Jangchub Sem Chok Rinpoche Ma Ke Panam Ke Gyurchik Ke Wanyam Pa Me Payam Gong Ne Gong Du Pel Warshog Jam Pel Pa Wo Ji Tar Chen Pa Dang Kung Tu Zang Po De Yang De Xin Te De Da Kun Ji Je Su Da Glob Cheer Ge Wa Di Dak Tam Che Rab Tu No Du Sum Shek Pe Gel Wa Tam Che Ki Lo Wa Dong La
Chot Wangama
De
Dashi Gewe Tsawa Degun
Kyang Zang Po Chu Chu Rab Tu No Wargi Dagi Chi Ne Sakwe Ge Wadi Chen Dang Do Wa Kuma Gang Pen Dang Che Pa Jetsu Lo Sang Drak Pai Ten Pe Ning Po Ring Du Sel Je Shou. Now the blue tab, page 244, and the long life prayer for His Holiness. Gangri Ra We Go Wei Shin Kam Dear Yen Gang Wa Ma Le Yong Wei
Jere Si Wa Tin Jin Yan
So Yi
Jia Me Sin
Te Bar Du Ten Gyur Che. On the opposite page, for Sarah J. Kens Rinpoche, Jetson Lobsang Gelek. Jonu E Nam Jorti.
Tore Chamba Raja
Pa
Lo
Lobsang
San
Gilwe
Jare
De
Ten
Tong
Long
Chog
Se Jin Jo La Ma So
Wa De. Now inside the back cover, the prayer for the swift return of Chabje Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Peerless teacher and assembly of the children of the Lawrence, Stravakas, Rateka Buddhas, victorious Lozang Father and Son, armed with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of the infinite light. Please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now, holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice. You are the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable, venerable Guru, to you I make requests. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings, you suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of the victorious ones, may the smile of a reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. And inside the front cover, the prayer for the long life of Geshe Gelek. Gewe lam na dren pe de puncho, leg she dam parter we ni morje, chuki tsawa mi song shen yen ju. Dragpa Pongwe Lama Jab Tenchik. And for Geshe Sangpo. Gewe Chuki Bak Chag Rab Tenching. Pelden Lame Dam Ngak Ning La Chang. Zangpo Jawe Nyen Shen Da Je Pe. Shen Yen Chen Po Ku Che Rab Tenchik. And 7 Tara mantras for the benefit of all beings. Om Tari Tu Re So Ha.
Om Dare
Tari Tu Re So Ha.
Om Dare No Dare No Re So
Ha.
Om Dare No Dare
Tu
No
Re So Ha.
Om Dare No Dare No Re
So Ha. Om Tari Tu Re So Ha. Om Tari Tu Re So Ha.
Okay, thank you. Good night. Good night. So, mhm.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good night.